My respects.
Gepriesen sei der Herr. Leb wohl, Herr.
I want to wait for the tournament here.
Of course. There is a bed here for you. Just give me some groschen for food.
Here you are.
Men, so you can avoid danger.
Hear what I say about the greatest evil of all.
Esteemed citizens of Kuttenberg, the local sword-fighting brotherhood has organized the tournament this city so justly deserves. That's why we've been graced by the presence of our esteemed counselors. They too are eager to see who will stand out above the rest and become the champion. So let's start by hailing those who will be competing for the title.
Come and put your tournament armor on quickly so you don't miss your due.
Our fearless fighters will first compete in sword and shield combat. Coordination and timing is paramount. In duels like these. Now let's see which of the contenders has mastered the art better. In a moment, we'll see a duel between two skilled and seasoned fighters. Henry of Skalitz, a skilled fighter and a good friend of Kuttenberg and all its people. Some of you may have already had the honor of meeting him. In today's tournament, he wants to prove that the rumors about his prowess are all true. And surely he will face an equally brave warrior. There's no need to introduce Otto, as I'm sure you've smelled him long before you could see him. That being said, Otto is a funny, handy bloke. Let's see who will be tanning whose hide today. Enjoy the duel that will soon follow.
That's it.
That's right, just like that.
Let your steel ring. Fight.
No, you don't. Fuck that. There's no escape.
End of duel. In the first duel, when went to this skillful swordsman who displayed truly beautiful technique. Henry of Skalitz! Let's wish him luck in the next round. And his rival, too. He may still turn the duel around.
You're the toughest bloke around.
Contenders, forward!
Just like that. Death!
End of duel! The fight is over! Welcome our winner! Henry!
Excuse me.
Men who could easily make war their trade will now be competing for Lady Fortune's favor. Henry of Skalitz, a great fighter and adventurer. As you may know, Henry was End of duel! Fierce contender overpowered his opponent in the first round. Ready? Fight!
Go fuck!
End of duel! Hurrah! We have a winner! We'll see a fight between men who are no strangers to blades. Master Butcher Emeram! All that remains now is to see the duel of Lady Fortune's favorites. Henry of Skalitz, welcome him once more. And who's going to face him? End of duel! In the first duel went to this skillful swordsman who displayed truly beautiful technique. Henry of Skalitz, who has already triumphed once today. Let's wish him luck in the next round. And his rival, too. He may still turn the duel around.
Well-deserved victory.
Ready? Fight!
This time beat him up even more
Oh Gott! Ich wurde... Du verdammter Mistkerl! End of duel! Henry, you need to put on the right tournament gear, or I can't... People of Kuttenberg, behold his shield, an impenetrable wall, his sword, a punishing weapon, an undefeated and unmatched fighter. Henry of Skalitz! The time has come for our contenders to put their skills with the longsword to the test. It is a noble and dangerous weapon.
I feel quite hungry!
The blade was finished.
Mein Gott, du verdammter... What the fuck was that? My sub...
End of duel. Our brave contender secured the first victory. Winner of the sword and shield discipline, Henry of Skalitz. It seems Lady Luck is on his side. Let's see how fickle she is today.
That's right. Just like that.
This time beat him up even more quickly.
Contenders,
Keep it up.
get to it. End of duel. It's decided. An outstanding display. And now, two great fighters go head to head. Master Butcher and... Here we are. We'll soon know the winner of the longsword discipline. Welcome to the best swordsman of the day. Winner of the sword and shield discipline, Henry of Skalitz. And which...
For glory! Now you're in trouble. Bad.
End of duel. For yourselves, which contender handles his weapon better? Winner of the sword and shield discipline, Henry of Skalitz. Victory's within his reach, but things are far from over. His opponent surely won't go down without a fight. Let your steel ring! Fight! End of duel! You can't enter the arena like that! Equip... Harnischfechten! Duels in heavy armor are coming up next. Enjoy the last and most brutal duels of today's tournament. And now, two great fighters go head to head. Henry of Skalitz, welcome him once more. We know our first contender. Now let's see who'll pit his strength.
Du verdammter Mistkerl!
End of duel! The winner of the first duel, Henry of Skalitz! Victory's within his reach, but things are far from over. His opponent surely won't go down without a fight. Contenders, forward!
You're the toughest
End of duel! A second hard-earned win for this famous and truly mighty contender, Henry of Skalitz! Excuse me.
Beautiful sword play.
Now, we'll see a duel between two men, neither of whom is to be trifled with. Now, let's move on to the final duel between the finest warriors we have seen today. Henry of Skalitz, welcome him once more. And now, he's going to face another brave warrior, Peter Shattuck.
Go!
End of duel! Our brave contender secured the first victory. Today's longsword champion, Henry of Skalitz. He clearly has the advantage, but will he be able to use it? We shall see.
One more time, just like that.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
Adieu.
Gepriesen sei der Herr. Auf Wiedersehen, mein Herr.
I want to wait for the...
Of course.
Here you are.
Men, so we can avoid danger.
That's fate, so let
Come.
our fearless fighters will first compete
Careful.
in sword and shield combat. Coordination and timing is paramount in duels like these. Now let's...
see you.
End of duel!
Leave me alone.
Our brave contender secured the first victory. Henry of Skalitz, a great fighter and adventurer. As you may know, Henry was involved in the recent dispute. End of duel! Men who could easily make war now come. Contenders, forward! End of duel! In the first duel, end of duel! The time has come to see the art of the longsword.
Beautiful.
I need a course.
Farewell, sir.
It's a good offense. Whoever strikes first sets. No time to lose. Get to it.
For the cross!
End of duel. Our brave contender secured the first victory. Winner of the Sword and Shield discipline. End of duel.
My respects.
I want to wait.
Of course.
Here you are.
So you can avoid danger. Hear what I say about the greatest evil of all.
It is, but I face, but I berg, so
I see you.
our fearless fighters will first compete in sword and shield. No time to lose. Get to it.
No, you don't.
End of duel. the winner of the... End of duel! In a moment, we'll see... For the glory of Gutenberg, let the duel begin! End of duel! You saw for yourselves which... End of duel! Let's move on to the art of the longsword. You need to put on... Ready? Fight!
Nach was?
End of duel! For yourselves, with... End of duel! No time to lose! Get to it!
Didn't see that coming, eh? Big mistake, shithead. Big mistake, shithead. Do it! Fuck you!
End of duel! For yourselves, which contend...
There's no escape!
Take that! Oh! No! No!
End of duel! We'll finish up the tournament with the free combat discipline. Each contender will compete in his own armor.
At your service, sir.
I want to wait.
Of course.
Here you are.
Own good men, so you can avoid danger. Hear what I say about the greatest evil of all.
Good body, that's glow.
I've got you.
The tournament will begin with sword and shield combat. Contenders, get to it.
Bad luck.
End of duel. Fierce contender. Oh. End of duel. In a moment, we'll... Ready? Go for it!
Bad luck.
End of duel! The winner of the first duel, Henry of Skalitz, who has already triumphed once. End of duel! The time has come for our contenders to put their skills with the longsword to the test. Contenders, get to it! End of duel! Fierce contender, over... End of duel! For the glory Henry of Gutenberg, let the duel begin! End of duel! Fierce contender, overpowered. End of duel! Harnischfechten! Duels in heavy... Let your steel ring! Fight! End of duel! In the first duel, went... End of duel! Ready? Fight!
Oh Gott! Ich wurde...
End of duel! In the first duel, went to... End of duel! People of Gutenberg, behold, undefeated and indomitable, nimble and strong. Those are the qualities of today's free combat champion. Henry of Skalitz, who has already triumphed once today. Hear ye, people of Gutenberg. We've seen many good duels and a few great ones today. Let's thank our brave contenders for that. Praise the Lord for giving us such a beautiful day. And let us pray that in time we may meet here again to hold another glorious tournament. God be with you, good people of Gutenberg.
Möge Gott mit
Careful. You're always welcome.
Careful.
Greetings, sir.
You said you needed some help with something. What's going on?
Something's happened. Oh, a real mess. And I need help from someone reliable.
What is it?
When I was fishing around for information about Liechtenstein, I cast the net a bit too wide. And one of the servant girls I questioned was just found dead.
You think she was killed because of you?
I don't know. If I did, I wouldn't be asking you for help.
I'll help you. Tell me all about it. Who was this dead girl?
Her name was Alice. She was an ordinary, pretty girl. She worked as a maid. I heard they found her all hacked up, tossed somewhere by the town wall. Oh, folk in town are saying it was absolute slaughter. They took the body to the morgue by the St. Peter and St. Paul cemetery.
I'll go take a look at her. See if I can find anything.
I think that would be for the best. Though, I don't think it'll be a very pretty sight. You can ask the gravedigger for details. He'll know the most.
When did you last see the girl?
Around a week ago?
And did you notice anything suspicious about her?
Not at all. She was always cheerful, lively. She was looking forward to a dance. Though I'm afraid she won't be dancing ever again.
What was Alice trying to find out for you?
She always brought me the freshest gossip overheard from her master. And lately, what the other maids in town were saying.
And did you learn anything important from her? Something someone would kill her for?
That's the thing. All she brought me was gossip. Who was cheating on who wasn't going to confession, those sorts of things. So you'll have to figure out the rest for yourself.
What about your other girls? Are they all right?
Yes, fortunately. I'm careful enough to keep them pretty much in the dark about my plans. That's why Alice's death shocked me so much.
What are you going to do next?
I'd like to ask the others if they noticed anything suspicious. If someone is following them and the like, but...
But you don't want to scare them?
I'm scared myself. For them. Maybe nobody knows about them yet. If someone was to follow me, I could give them away. And I can't risk that. I don't want anyone else to die because of me.
What if I go and see them?
They don't know you, Henry. You'd only scare them. I'll figure something out. In the meantime, find out everything you can about Alice.
Do you think there could be something bigger behind the murder?
I don't know. Maybe she just got caught up in something. But it's strange. Why would someone do her like that? That's the kind of thing you do when you want to send someone a message.
Why did you ask me in particular for help?
Because you're the only one I know here.
Aha.
But don't take it the wrong way. I'm actually glad it's you. You're pretty reliable. Not even Zhishka would be of much help to me here.
Aha. Thanks. I know everything I need.
Good. Go to that graveyard, talk to the gravedigger, and take a look at that poor girl's body. In the meantime, I'll try to find out more. Then we'll put it all together, and I'll be damned if we can't come up with something.
I want to ask...
But of course.
I know all there is to know.
You're always welcome here, noble sir.
So, let's see what we have here. My God! Someone really did a number on her. Oh, they ripped open her entire belly. And they didn't stop there. There must have been buckets of blood. Jesus Christ. There's hardly any blood left in her. The place they found her must look like a slaughterhouse. I should go there and take a look. Her lips are bloody, but nothing more. Tongue still in place. But if he killed her for blabbing, I reckon he'd have cut out her tongue or something, wouldn't he? These are more like chops than cuts. Somebody must have taken a sword to her. Knife wounds would be smaller, and an axe would have made a bigger mess. But it couldn't have been a long sword. That would have been clumsy. It was something shorter and nimbler. God, that madman cut off both her breasts and bits of flesh. But what did he do with it all afterwards? Did he really keep all the pieces? Nobody could be that sick, could they? Her face is a little bruised and cut, but nobody cut her there. But she has a dark ring around her neck. Was she strangled? The murderer must have had pretty strong hands, and her hair is all matted with blood and hacked off. I don't even know what colour it was. Maybe there's something more to it. What if the murderer kept her hair like some kind of sick trophy? Just some scratches and bruises, that's all. The killer probably surprised her. She didn't even have time to defend herself. So, the murderer must have awfully strong hands, because he strangled her and left a dark ring around her neck. Then he took a short sword or saber and started hacking at her. She's missing parts of her torso, but they are by the body. He also cut off most of her hair. He cut off her breasts, but left her tongue, then left her lying there for all to see. To send a message, maybe? Or a warning? Only if it was a warning for telltales, he would have cut out her tongue or something, wouldn't he? I don't know why he killed her, but I don't think it's because of Catherine. What's the matter? Did you know her?
Alice. She was almost like a sister to me. We served together for years, in the same house. Why'd you ask? Who are you?
I'm trying to find out who did this to her. I'm afraid the killer might want to go after my friend as well.
Ah, I understand.
Who did you serve?
Our master is a local merchant. He is trying his hand at trading wine.
How did Alice get along with your master?
Fine. Just like with everyone. Our master is a bit strict, but he's fair.
What's his name? Can I speak to him?
Why? But you can't see him anyway. He's on a trade trip to Prague.
It occurred to me that maybe he could have done it.
No, he couldn't. He was gone when it happened. He hadn't been home in several weeks. And besides, why would he kill them others too? He never even knew them.
What others?
You haven't heard. A few girls, like our Alice, died before. All really pretty girls.
Do you know of any suitors she might have had?
I know she was seeing someone. Why?
I'd like to talk to him as well.
But I don't know who it was. Alice said he was rich and dressed nicely, but she promised him she'd never tell anyone his name.
And you never saw him?
No, never. I don't even know where she met with him.
Do you know what exactly happened to Alice?
No. Nobody saw or heard nothing. One day she just didn't come home. And then they found her. Like this.
It's awful what they did to her.
She was such a pretty girl. And that beautiful brown hair of hers. And it didn't even leave that untouched. Who could have cut off her hair like that? And why? None of it makes sense.
So, I'll leave you to mourn in peace now.
It happened. Just watch where you're going next time.
God be with you. What would you like?
You must be the local gravedigger.
That's right. They call me František. At least them that can speak do. Ha!
I'm Henry.
Greetings, Henry. What do you need?
That dead girl you have in the morgue. Alice.
You've seen her? Poor thing. Who could have done such a thing?
Well, that's what I'm trying to find out. Do you know anything about her?
She's gone to meet her maker. What more do you want to know? You want to take away a piece of her? Well, you can't. Not a hair off her head, a bloody scrap of cloth, or a thumb. You hear?
I don't want to take anything. I need to find something out.
Like what exactly?
Who killed her?
Why?
I'm in service of the Lords of Lipa. I'm to find out who was responsible for this murder.
What do the Lords of Lipa care about a dead girl?
Truth be told, not much. But it's at the request of her master.
Ah, that makes more sense. At least someone is trying to sort this out. The others weren't so lucky. It's true that Lumiere ain't shown no interest in her yet. I wouldn't expect that from him no more.
Who's this Lumiere? Another one of those gawkers and collectors?
No. He actually tried to help.
Help? How?
Well, he was investigating them others.
Right. You said she wasn't the first.
Aye. We had a couple of similar cases. Lumiere said they was all killed by the same murderer.
And how did he come to that conclusion?
How do I know? Best ask Lumiere yourself.
Do you remember how many girls were killed?
You mean you don't know nothing about it? Here, even the sparrows are squawking about it.
I haven't been in Kuttenberg very long.
I see. There's been one every few weeks for the past year.
Do you know where the last one got killed?
I heard some talk about it when they brought her here. But what do you want to do there?
Look for clues. Footprints, blood, anything.
That can help you.
That's worth a try.
I heard she was killed by the town walls, close to the Hole in the Wall, a dodgy tavern in the Hoprink neighborhood.
Thanks. What's this Lumiere got to do with this?
Well, like I told you, he used to work for the bailiff. I think he was a scribe.
A scribe keeps records in the Black Chronicle, though I've never heard of one doing his own investigations.
Well, the old bailiff wasn't all that interested in the common folk. But Lumiere, he was quite helpful. Folk heard about it and went to him with whatever was troubling them.
I'd like to speak with Lumiere. Do you know where I can find him?
At his home in Bohemia Street, that's near the church. You won't find him at the bailiff's no more. I don't know exactly why, though. Seems he had some quarrel with the bailiff.
Thanks. You've been a big help.
It's my pleasure, especially helping someone from the land of the living again. Actually, wait a mo. Speaking of the living, there's a girl what comes here and grieves over that dead maid. I think her name is Barbara.
I know. I've already spoken to her.
Aha. Good then. Lots of luck to you. Take care and have a pleasant evening.
My God! Why are you all covered in blood? Till we meet again.
Are you deaf? I'm not giving you a thing.
This is the place. There's a lot of blood and some footprints. But I'm not sure how much more I'll be able to find. Christ, that's a lot of blood. But after seeing what they did to the girl, I'm not surprised. I'm not sure I'll be able to find any remains. I wonder what happened to them. I can't make anything out of this. The whole town's been walking around here. There could have been one killer or a dozen. I'm surprised I haven't completely trampled out the blood. It's hard to make out, but I think I see some slashing from a blade. So, there's still a lot of blood left, but I expected even more. I found some faint blade marks. Either the others were trampled out, or someone skilled was wielding it. It didn't look to me like any remains were left lying around. I've no idea what he did with them. Did he keep them or throw them away?
Not feeling well, eh? You got drunk again, didn't you?
No, of course not. But he'd take
Exactly. Our dog died just the other day.
But I reckon his time had come.
And last night...
What can I get for you?
I've been to see Alice.
And? What did you find out?
You were right. Somebody horribly mutilated her.
How bad was it?
First, somebody strangled her, and then used something sharp to disembowel her and cut off her lady bits.
Good God! Why would somebody do that? Do you think it was a warning?
Probably. But I don't know for whom.
What do you mean?
If somebody killed her and butchered her like that for tattling, then you'd think her tongue would be cut out or something, right?
That's true.
Except her tongue was there. Untouched.
So you don't think they killed her because of me?
I don't think it was because of you.
Christ, what's the hold-up?
I found another lead. Lumir.
Ah, that name rings a bell. Who is it?
He used to work for the bailiff. Investigated the other murders.
What other murders?
Apparently, gutting young girls isn't all that uncommon here. It's been going on for some time now.
Before we came here?
Long before.
Damn it. That should make me feel better, but I am just as mad at myself. Oh, we'll find that murdering bastard. Won't we?
We'll try. Did you learn anything new about Alice's murder?
No, unfortunately. But I've been quite careful with my questioning. I don't want to drag anyone else into this.
I'll have a jug of wine.
It happens! Just watch where you're going next.
I'm sorry.
Keep close to the others. It's not safe here.
You shouldn't be walking around by yourself. Did you hear about them, Lorraine?
Excuse me.
What do you want?
I need a bath.
Aye, I can smell it from here.
I'd like a pretty girl to take care of all my needs.
My girls know how to make a fella happy.
What I really need right now is a little taste of paradise.
Don't worry, friend. I'll happily grant you the rest you deserve.
You really know how to treat a girl. I apologize.
Be careful.
How come you weren't in church on Sunday?
Lumiere?
Oh. Christ, my head. Not so loud.
I need to ask you something.
I said not so loud. I have a splitting headache.
That's some hangover. He's useless to me like this. Unless I'm willing to wait for him to sleep it off, I'll have to get him some kind of cure or potion. This should sober him up. Here. Drink up. Better?
What? What are you doing here? Who are you?
My name is Henry.
And what do you want from me?
I'm trying to find out who killed a certain girl. And I was sent to you.
To me? What for?
Are you Lumiere from the Rat House? The scribe?
I used to be. Now I'm just Lumiere the Madman.
Well, you don't look crazy.
Yeah. But I am. I see things in my head that aren't real. And then I point my finger at the wrong people. I'm the biggest madman in Kuttenberg.
But I need your help.
If I were you, lad, I'd leave it be. You can't help that girl anymore, anyway. You'll just end up hurting yourself.
Come now, Lumiere.
Poor girls. Nobody was all that interested in it, except for me. We let it be in the end. We let a monster walk among us. No way. You can't solve this yourself.
She deserves justice. I simply can't let her killer run free.
You mean well. But you don't know what you're getting yourself into. I searched high and low. And what did I get out of it? Just mockery. What makes you think you can find out more than I did?
Because I'm not stupid, and I notice things. I've successfully solved a murder before.
Is that so? A murder investigation under your belt. And educated and observant, too.
Well, I said I'm not stupid. Not that I'm educated. I can read and write, too. Sometimes even count.
If only more people knew the difference. All right. Talk to me. Who was this dead girl?
Her name was Alice. She worked as a maid.
A maid? That fits. Yarka was a maid, too. As were most of the other victims. What did she look like? What did he do to her?
I think that he strangled her first, and then went at her with a longer blade and disemboweled her.
Did you notice the strangulation right away? It took me a while. Maybe you really will track him down.
Do you think it's the same murder?
Counting your girl, that makes 6 victims who were first strangled and then mutilated. If it's not all the same person, they must be collaborating somehow.
This is the 6th one. How long has he been killing?
Probably about a year now. Sometimes it takes him months, sometimes weeks. But I'm including missing girls, Stanya and Zdena.
Why are you counting the missing girls?
Because I think someone killed them, and we just haven't found them yet.
Did the dead girls have anything in common?
Aside from being pretty young girls with no proper family or background, no. I couldn't find much.
Do you think somebody is killing them because they're poor, and nobody will miss them?
Certainly. If somebody killed the daughter of a local lord, no stone would be left unturned.
But why does he even kill in the first place?
I don't know. Maybe he hates women. Damn it. I feel like I'm going in circles and can't get out.
What can you tell me about Yarka?
She wasn't the first. But thanks to her, people started taking an interest. She was a maid in a German family. By all accounts, she was a pious, polite girl. She was orphaned as a child. The priest from the Church of St. Peter and Paul, Father Prokop, raised her. They found her body tossed behind a barn at the edge of town. She was cut all the way from her neck downwards. An awful sight to behold.
Did you have any suspects?
At first, I thought the son from that family did it. The murderer is usually someone close, you know. But then I changed my mind.
Why?
Well, for one, I remembered the 2 girls before her who ended up almost the same. Besides that, when I talked to the lad, he seemed he wasn't the least bit interested in Yarka. Then his mother told me that they threw her out a week before the murder because she was a harlot who stayed out till all hours of the night. That really surprised me, because Father Prokop had vouched for her good reputation. But who knows? Maybe he just didn't want to admit what had become of her.
What about Stanya?
She was an alehouse wench in a tavern of ill repute called the Hole in the Wall.
You said her body was never found. Maybe she just got out of town.
You have no idea how much I'd like to believe that. Only there was a lot of blood. Unfortunately, the investigation wasn't very successful. The Hole is a world of its own, and the people there aren't very forthcoming with information.
Did you suspect anybody?
You could suspect every second man there. Those people have nothing but thievery and deceit in their eyes. The innkeeper, Mole, definitely knew Stanya, since she worked for him. But he isn't all that chatty either.
So if I want to learn anything more, I have to ask this Mole in the hole?
Yeah, he still runs the place.
And what about that Zdena? You said her body was never found.
Exactly. But to tell the truth, nobody spent much time looking for it. Besides Alice, Zdena was the most recent victim. It's only been a few weeks since she went missing, but I suppose nobody wanted to do any more digging.
But if her body was never found, how do you know she was killed?
Because she was the same type as the other girls. Maybe the prettiest of them all. Young, beautiful. A real live one. Lively as the devil. She was a thief. A pickpocket. I never could pin it on her, though. She always found some way to get out of it.
Maybe she robbed the wrong people and had to get out of town.
Maybe. She had a partner in crime by the name of Strunad. Quite a number. He's always sitting in the hole, boozing. When I asked him about Zdena, he told me he'd rather rip his own tongue out than talk.
Do you think he'd be more forthcoming with me?
He might be. You're not known all over town like a catchpole. It's worth a try. Besides, it might still be fresh in his memory. That would be a great help.
And what about the other 2 victims?
It all started with them, though nobody did much about it at the time. The first one worked as a bathhouse maid. They called her Chestnut. She'd only been in town for a short while, and nobody really knew her. So I couldn't find out anything more. But the other one, Libushka, she was from Loretz. She was a maidservant, too. I also talked to her mother. She said she was really cheerful and outgoing. There were lots of suitors circling around her, but she refused them all. She knew she was pretty and knew she could do better than some farmhand.
You mean she wanted someone higher up?
That's what it sounded like. But her mother never found out who she had her eye on.
Interesting. I'll try to see what else I can find out from the mother. Where can I find her?
In the graveyard, lad. The poor woman died of grief. It's sad to say, but we can't help those 2 dead girls now. And they can't help us with our investigation either. There's nobody else left who could tell us anything about them.
Why were you looking into it? Who were those dead girls to you?
I don't know what people told you about me, but for many long years I was a scribe for Kuttenberg's bailiff. Kuttenberg is a big city with a lot of people. Silver, silver, silver. Mining it, smelting it, stealing it. There's always something going on. The bailiff was always running from hell to Hades, from one rich man to another, settling their quarrels. Often trivial nonsense.
But there are more than just rich burghers and lords in the city.
Exactly. There are common folk, too. There's a lot more of them, and their troubles are usually more serious. So when one of them came to the bailiff's one time, and the bailiff was running around somewhere, I started to deal with it myself. I was pretty good at it, too.
Behind the bailiff's back?
Not really. Andreas supported my activities until recently.
What happened?
I don't want to talk about it. Sorry.
Did you have any suspects back then?
You can always find some suspect. I always dragged the most suspicious ones to the body in the morgue by force. And they threw up at the sight. Or fainted.
Couldn't it have just been an act?
Fainting? Vomiting? That's hard to act. I'd swear none of them did it.
Can you sum it all up for me?
We have 6 victims here. Unfortunately, we only know a little about the last 4. Of the remaining 4, the first to be killed was the maidservant, Yarka. She was raised by the next were Stanya and Zdena. Their body, they both hung around a tavern they called the Hole in the Wall. And the last victim is Alice. What they all have in common is that they were young, beautiful, and brunette.
Good. I know everything I need to know.
When you learn something more, stop by and see me. You've aroused a bit of hope in me, lad. I hope you won't disappoint me.
I wanted to ask you about those murders. Did the dead girls have anything in common?
Aside from being pretty young girls.
Do you think somebody is killing them because they're...
Certainly.
But why does he...
I don't know.
Good.
When you learn you've aroused...
Be careful.